On this Saturday morning, 9:33, good morning to our Facebook friends, friends on YouTube. Made an attempt to come here live last night around 10:30 when the news started breaking about the United States and Israel beginning its military strikes on Iran. I think I was successful for a short period of time, and it was an incredibly, I'm sure for many of you, emotional night, and didn't get much sleep trying to figure out what was happening, and finally was able to get my system turned back on so that I can be live here with you on Facebook and YouTube as well. It is Saturday morning, 9:30, as many of us, many of you, I was up all night. Some of you may have heard the news last night, the breaking news that the United States and Israel coordinated attacks on Iran began last night. All through the night, we were monitoring the news. Many cities in Iran were hit, including Tehran, Qom, Kermanshah. Good morning, Amber. And your comments are up, so I can read your comments here on the screen. And I'm going to go live on Instagram here in just a moment as well. Um, the news has been developing very rapidly and very quickly from all major networks are now covering what has happened. This is now being called Operation Fury. Good morning, Instagram. I am live now on Facebook and YouTube. I wanted to come here as well. I know that for many of you, you either didn't sleep last night. I don't know if you're joining us from Iran, where you are in the world. I saw many of you here last night around 10:30 in the morning or in the evening as I got a call from a very good friend that I said, please, if you hear anything that I'm not at my work, I'm not at my computer, if you hear anything at all, because we knew that this possibility was going to come, and as many people doubted it over the past few weeks. I know, Goljun. I know, Goli Jun, you didn't sleep last night. Neither did I. I have a massive headache on this side of my face. And Afruz June, good morning. Nobody slept. So many emotions. Actually, what probably is not up on social media is when I heard I was running up the stairs. I was driving home. I had just gotten home after the seminar that Dr. Shahim and I was holding yesterday, a space for people, for all of you, for 2 months, these feelings of anxiety and fear and helplessness, guilt, shame, all of these feelings that so many have been feeling. We had just finished wrapping up a seminar and spent some time just having a meal so that we could talk about it. And that's when I was home, coming home, and I got the call that my friend called me and said, Shali, Irano Zadan, Irano Zadan. And it didn't, as soon as she called and I looked down at my phone, all my news alerts lit up on my phone. And the video that I saved, I took down because I wanted this more important news to go up. I just ran up the stairs and you could hear me and it was dark and I just couldn't breathe. Like I was just crying and I was apologizing to all of you because as your news anchor and many of you know me in San Diego or wherever around the world, um, to get your emotions mixed up when your job is to report the news is something that we are trained to do, and I failed miserably at it yesterday. I just could not manage the emotions last night. Khulase, took a little break, came back here live with you guys last night. I could not get on Facebook and YouTube, couldn't even think about passwords and any of it. And spent the entire night up, like many of you, finding out what was happening. And it is now 9:30 in the morning. As many people now, you have heard the news that the United States and Israel began their coordinated attacks on Iran, which would be their morning, and it was our night, their Saturday morning at around 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to share some of the latest. I know that there are a lot of reports and speculation about what happened to the so-called, what he calls himself, Supreme Leader, um, Khamenei, whether he is alive or not. These reports have yet to be confirmed. Um, there are reports and there are photos showing the compound of where he lives or he spends time at has been completely destroyed. But whether he was there or not, that has yet to be confirmed. So there is no full 100% confirmation that Khamenei was killed. There is confirmation that multiple members of the IRGC were killed in these strikes. And I hope you will give me the grace to understand that I cannot just come on here and give speculation. I know it happens a lot on social media, but it's not something that us as journalists, until there is confirmation. When you hear it from me, then you probably heard it from 200 other people. But those 200 people, you might still have to ask yourself, okay, is this true? Is it not true? But when it comes from me or a news source, like a legitimate news source, then you know that it is true. And I cannot confirm that the Supreme Leader, Khamenei, was killed. There is speculation, there is rumor, there is talk of it. I cannot confirm that right now. But here is what I can confirm. And by the way, can I say good morning? This was a hard night. I had somebody who is not Iranian. Actually, many of you may know him from years ago, Pastor Miles McPherson. He's a pastor of a very big church in San Diego. And he texted me and he just had the nicest words to say. And there's so much emotion. Son, there's tears because somebody was asking me why I was crying last night. You should be happy. Of course, we want to see Iran happy, but this tear and this pain is almost 50 years of pain of so many people, of funerals that were missed in 47 years, of families that you didn't get to grow up with 70 years. It's for the 32,000 plus beautiful souls that they just killed at the beginning of January. It's for the hundreds of thousands of people that they have executed silently without us even knowing for 47 years. It's for all those that had to pick up their lives and come to different countries like the United States, like Canada, like Europe, take their kids and their families and start a completely new life and build a career all over again and build a life all over again. It's the tears of dreams that were just never to be fulfilled, of laughter that could never happen, of dancing. I mean, that's why people are crying. Um, I was with somebody last night, and I want to give you some updates about what happened. She was very emotional at our um, seminar that Dr. Shahim and I had, and it was a very deep moment because she had lost her sister and she had lost her mom within 2 weeks, and she didn't get to say goodbye to them. She couldn't go back to say goodbye to them. And everybody in the room was just in so much pain for her, just watching her, that her story, as I looked at her and I was just bawling, looking at her, just thinking how many of hers are there? How many people didn't get to say goodbye to their parents over 47 years because they could not go back? Um, how many people didn't get to grow up with their family and know their cousins and go to weddings? It's so incredibly sad, you know? And you're right, Sherry June, very sad. Michael Evans here on Facebook says, my heart goes out to you. Um, Setare O'Connor, I think, is that how I'm pronouncing your name? Says, good morning. A lot of tears this morning watching. It is bittersweet. And a lot of tears and fear. Right now, there's fear. what happens next as every video that comes in, every bomb that goes off, um, what will happen next? How will the Islamic regime in Iran now retaliate, which we've seen that they have already sent missiles towards Israel. They have all night. How many people are going to lose their lives? How many American US soldiers are going to lose their lives? How many innocent Iranians? We know that there have already been strikes in surrounding countries. Dubai, United Arab Emirates was hit. So, this is the beginning of what is expected to be war. And we knew that this day was coming. Many doubted and um, wondered if this was politics and games, which there was a lot of. But if you go to my Instagram page, and I'm sure you've already seen it, US President Trump addressed the world, the nation last night in a post. And in an 8-minute message, explained what was happening and had a direct message for the people of Iran, um, telling them you've been asking for help for so many years. And basically, here's your help and go get your freedom. He did advise that all Iranians within Iran right now stay in their homes and take shelter. And he did say that there will be a lot of bombs dropping. There is no word how long this will take. I know that it won't be um, a, a quick thing. This is not going to be quick. So we need to prepare ourselves that this could take days and maybe weeks. Mazda is saying there's no internet in Iran. Yes, there are reports that the internet is down. Personally, I have been able to speak to a few people in Iran and send some messages back and forth. So I don't know how widespread the outages is. But good morning to all of you on Instagram, right over here, and to Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for spending part of your um, morning with me on this Saturday. As many of us, many of you, many of us were up all night as the news broke at 10:30 last night on Friday that the military strikes had begun in Iran. I, like many of you, did not sleep much last night, and we were up watching the news to see what was happening. It is now 9:46 in the morning, and we are getting a lot of updates. So give me a moment. I'd like to just give you some. Sorry, I'm trying to run like 5 different. Okay, Kritika saying praying and watching from Sacramento. Rana says, we have all been emotional and we completely understand. We're hoping this difficult time passes. Massa says, kick this guy Ahmad out of your page. Massa, leave Ahmad alone. Let him be. There are so many bigger things that are happening than Ahmad right now. The last concern that I have is Mr. Ahmad. Okay, so here is the latest of what we know. Oh, give me one moment. All right, so these attacks started last night, and here at our time around 10:30. And the United States, I cannot, Neda, confirm that the Supreme Leader has been killed. There are reports, there is speculation, but there is no confirmation that he was killed. Adi June says, Shali June sending you our love from Jerusalem, sending you so much love from all of us here in the United States. Okay, the United States president called for a regime change in Iran, telling Iranians, he had a direct message for Iranians last night, saying that your hour of freedom is at your hand. Just recently, over the past 20 minutes or so, the Islamic Republic in Iran has retaliated. There are reports that the Strait of Hormuz has been closed now. There are images that are coming out now of Iran's Supreme Leader's the compound um, that he lives on before and after the strikes. And there's two images that are being shown online that shows Ayatollah Khamenei before it was struck on Saturday and after, and you can clearly see um, you can clearly see the damage that was done on the compound. IRGC likely to fill any Iran leadership void in the short term. And we are getting reports that the Tehran streets are mostly quiet right now. So Iran is in a total blackout at this moment, internet blackout at this moment. But as I said, I was able to contact people inside of Iran earlier this morning. You know, they did say, if I could share with you a few weeks ago, that if any attack happens within Iran, it was advised here by some military officials that you do not put yourself in any large public settings, no large public settings. So maybe consider your plans over the next few weeks, if you can, to be mindful about where you are at. Bruce, can you come here for a second? Bruce, can you come here for a second? Are you dressed? Can you come and sit here for a second? Can I have your phone? I don't want to get off this live. Can you just put a hat on? It's important. I know. Can you just give me a second? Bruce is going to come here and sit here and join us for a minute. Um, Neda says, please tell people to stay at home in Iran. I think that they have fully understood what the president had said yesterday, که مردم ایران تو الان تو خیابونا نرن and stay inside of their homes at this time. Are you ready? Can you just come sit here for a minute and just come here, sit here. I need your phone.
19% back.
I know, just 2 seconds. Just sit here, guys. Everybody knows my husband, Bruce.
What am I sitting here
I don't
for?
know, you can just talk a little bit about
About
what has
what?
happened. Just give me 2 seconds. This is Instagram. This is Facebook and YouTube.
What do you mean? You just left me alone?
Yeah, what's your side? Just give some facts.
Give some facts. I think I gotta probably get some facts from you guys. I don't have much facts besides what Charlie's been telling you. Um, Charles. Yeah, what that mean? Okay. Hold on a minute. See what's going on. Hey guys. It's kind of um, exciting at the same time. I think everyone's very nervous about what's happening. So I'm not a politician. I'm not a um, commentator like Shali or a journalist. So I don't have much to give you guys besides my own 2 cents, which this war was about to come. I mean, it was something that was just in the built up. So other than that, don't talk behind. I'm not talking behind her, but I'm very very hopeful about what's happening. I think President Trump's been very clear about his mission. He definitely wants a regime change. So I'm done. Okay.
No, no, don't be done. I just
What?
can I just
Yes.
have a moment? Is that okay?
Sure.
It's like literally, we're like everything that we never thought we were going to see and wanted to see, like we're in it right now. Like it's happening.
That it was about to come. I mean, this whole past 2 months with the build up and all the ships and wars, I mean, they're not there to tickle them. This was about to happen. It just had to happen in the right time. And I think what's important is for everyone in Iran, outside of Iran, to just be unified, right? One voice, just to take these, I'm sorry, these assholes out.
Don't say bad words here, please.
Looking bad words, but overall, I think everything's under control with what they're doing. Trump is very, um, he's very decisive about what he wants. He wants a regime change, and we already have someone in, and everybody has, and they've been calling his name. Shahzadeh is.
Oh, sorry.
What do you
I just want to put this here. Just keep this right there.
put this one?
Just put,
But so, yeah, I love this
just
guy.
put this right here.
So, why would you put it like
I
this?
just- I
It
just-
reflects.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
I just want to put this right here. Okay,
Okay.
sorry.
But I'm not a politician, Charlie. I'm not a I mean, I'm not a news person like you to understand.
I'm a news person and I don't understand. So
But overall, just the basic common sense is that the goal is for these very um, targeted attacks to happen in order for them to collapse. So we'll see. And I was just listening to the foreign minister of Iran, and it's so sad to see this guy talk the way he does, and he's a foreign minister. He seems so uneducated. It's not.
you talk about lack of education, a regime who treats another human being the way that they do. I mean, if that is not evidence of a lack of education, I don't know what is. I was talking to Dr. Shahim last night in the car, and I was asking her, like, psychologically, what happens in your mind that, like, there was a lady last night at the seminar, you weren't there, and it was probably the um most emotional part of the night, and she had lost her mom and her sister within 2 weeks of one another, and she Bahoyi boot Bahoye, and she couldn't go back to say goodbye, and she just was crying. Everybody in the room around was
Right.
just so emotional because you feel pain for another person. You look at somebody hurting, all of us in 2 months, these moms and dads, seper kojayin, we don't know these people, but you feel the pain. And I was asking Dr. Shaheen, what has happened to these people that they can rape, kill, hang, murder, and not one ounce of their body stops them to have a remorse or a feeling of, what am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing to another human being? And that shows for me lack of education. I
Yeah,
mean,
but they're liars. I mean, I listened to the Arokchi or whatever his name is, and he's saying that all the there's only 3,200 protesters dead, and majority of them were martyrs, and there were Mossad agents, and 50 girls are dead. I mean, this guy's so full of shit. I'm sorry again.
no bad words, please.
You don't know what to believe. If 50 girls are dead in one of the schools, it's extremely sad, and I my heart goes to them. I don't know what to say, but honestly, anything that comes out of their mouth, it's a lie. I mean, you don't know what to believe because it just doesn't add up. 1 plus 1 to them is maybe 10. Not even 3.
Yeah, they just don't,
So
they just see, just as many of us believe in freedom and we believe it at our core, we believe in being kind to one another, we believe in respect of people's thoughts and ideologies and religions.
right.
They believe in um, the virgins that are in the sky waiting for them, and they really believe it at their core. They believe in dying. That's why they are so capable of killing other people without hesitation. So
Look, when you see videos from these guys in the police cars running protesters over, that's not Mossad agents. I mean, it's just stupid for you to say that, right? Mossad agents, are you kidding me? of course they're there to support, but as far as the schools and everything else in Tehran, because it's a war. You know, war
Their
has
president
damages.
said, and let me tell you something, my heart sank as um, Audi Cohen, by the way, is joining from Israel and says, we are in the shelter with our kids and for our nation and also for the Iranian great people. Javid Shah, Fikremon ba shomast. And these sirens have been going off in Israel really throughout the night. I tried to sleep for 20 minutes and I heard one of the sirens on TV. I don't know if you noticed, I jumped out of bed. I thought
Yeah,
something, and I can't imagine being there. I went outside to let the dogs out this morning. I texted Dr. Shahim. I said, I'm hearing birds and looking at this big, beautiful sky. And I know that right now, at this moment, on the other side of the world,
it's a difference. Yeah,
there are bombs going off, and there are scared families in shelters and bomb shelters hiding with their kids right now. And, it's a lot. It's very heavy, and it's happening. Like, this is it. This
it's
is it.
it's a war. You know,
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
people get hurt. People die during wars
Said I can't play
from both sides, and
Yeah, you can.
I'm just hoping
can't?
that
Yeah, yeah.
the outcome
I
of this
can't?
resolved
Why'd you
would be what
do
people
Yes, you
want,
can.
which would be freedom.
Daddy said
I'll talk to
Um,
Daiko.
and I know freedom, definitely freedom's coming. It's just a matter of step by step, let them be unified, right? So, can I go?
Yeah. Will you come back though?
Okay, maybe. I'll see you guys.
Can you come back though? In a minute. David is asking, Khamenei is dead. And there are reports. We cannot confirm that right now. We cannot confirm that right now. Good morning, my kids.
Morning.
Hi, everybody. We're live on Facebook and Instagram. And I sure you heard, did you hear mommy and daddy up all night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
So last night, at late at night, something happened between the United States and Iran. And right now, there are a lot of people who are up and they are worried about their families and they're worried about what's going to happen next in Iran. And I hope that very, very soon, you and you and you and you and your entire generation, you are going to see a beautiful world that is just filled with so much freedom. And you're going to see a beautiful Iran. You're going to see a beautiful Iran, and you're going to get to meet so many people who look just like you. They look just like you, and they have beautiful eyebrow like you and beautiful hair like you. And you're gonna be able to go back to the country that your grandma was from and your great grandma was from, and you're gonna go and see where you were from. And most importantly, my Shaila, Maila, you're gonna live in a world where it's gonna be very much more peaceful, very peaceful, different than the world that mommy kind of grew up in. So just like you and your brothers sometimes get into a fight, you know, there's something like that happening right now. There's a little bit of a fight that's happening right now. But at the end of this fight, there's going to be something very good that will come out of it. Okay? I love you.
love you.
I love you, Mama. Ay canım, ay canım, ay canım, ay canım. Okay. No, I'll talk today. You can go. I'll talk today. So with that said, I I have a wedding I have to officiate this weekend, actually tomorrow. I need a moment to go and talk to my bride and groom, and it has been so difficult over the past few months as people are navigating their lives, their kids, weddings that you can't cancel. I'm sure tomorrow will be an incredibly emotional day for this particular family. Um, could you allow me maybe about 30 minutes to go meet with them And I would love to come back here with you. I have my whole afternoon clear. I wish I was at work. I wish I was at Fox 5 right now in some way, because I would have had a little bit more access to some confirmable information than being here on social. But in some way, being able to sit here with you guys and talk and give you a space and all of us a space as we um Atina says I was in a video when with the first target. I hit screen record so you can see everyone scrambling. Please send me the video. Again, it's very difficult for me to share videos that don't belong to me. I share a lot of videos from news organizations and people that are trusted journalists that I'm able to share. I don't just share any video because that video could have been from months ago. That video could be AI. That video could be manipulated, and you might see it all on social media, but you're never going to see it on my page. I just have a different responsibility. I'm not an influencer. I'm not a social media influencer at the core. I'm still a journalist, um, and that's where you're going to get from me. So please give me a moment or so. Instagram, I will be back. Facebook and YouTube, I will be back. Give me about 30 minutes or so, and I will bring you anything that I hear in the next 30 minutes. If you have any direct messages, you are always more than welcome to send them to me on all the accounts. Thank you so much. Sending you so much love, light, and peace. I'll see you guys soon.